we have super exciting news. Chalkie is here, as you can see. I try to bring it to the camera. I feel like, oh, you're so pretty. Yeah, so Chalkie is here. If you follow us on Instagram, you have seen him around quite a lot already. He has arrived 3 weeks ago by now. It's okay. It's alright. Yes, it's alright. 3 weeks ago, and yeah, so he has been with us since Monday, basically exactly 3 weeks ago, and he is already like such a different dog than when he arrived. As you can see, he's quite content. He's quite a active young puppy, and it's just so lovely to see how he has already come out of his shell within these 3 weeks. He has been with us. When he arrived, I do a video. Well, I actually already filmed a video on his first day, on his travel, which I have not yet edited, but I will upload this, and once I get a calm minute to upload and edit before. But yeah, so he has been with us for 3 weeks, and he has already completely transformed, which is so cute. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how far he will go, how far he can go, how far he can grow, and what kind of like confident dog he can become in the house. As you can see, he's very playful, he's very content, he's very happy puppy. He's a massive puppy, so he's really big. He's already bigger than Rambo, and he's super playful, and I can touch him. He's like he loves cuddles. Once he's calmed down, he loves to play, as you can tell. And yeah, we are really happy he's here. He's super active, which is just like so lovely. But yeah, when he arrived, he was quite a different dog. He was super shy. He was totally scared of basically everything. He is still very timid outside. He's very terrified actually of people in the streets, especially men, but also basically anything in the streets. So we can only get out of the house if Rambo is with us, obviously. But I sometimes take him alone for a walk. But yeah, he's way more confident if Rambo's around, or if he has taken the time to make sure no one is there and it's safe for him to get out of the house. He was barking at basically everyone at the beginning. He was barking at everyone and every dog and everything, and but the moment we saw a dog anywhere, all of his hair was up. He was completely well, I think really scared, but also really just completely overwhelmed of what was actually going on, what was happening, where he was. So yeah, the sniffer mat here, we put it here. I have another one here. They're actually my absolute lifesavers at the moment, because otherwise I probably could never even get ready in the morning or put on makeup or whatever. But yeah, this keeps him calm for at least a few minutes. And so he was completely scared. But by now he loves dogs. He already had a few play dates in a safe space where he could run free, where he could run off leash, and where he could basically, just stretch those legs, because they're really long. So I can touch him now. He's really happy to come also for cuddles, to have body contact, and he trusts us already. But at the beginning he was a completely different dog, so physical touch was really difficult. He was completely scared. He came out of the car, and even the guys who drove him here, who had him, he rode shotgun, so basically they got him out of the travel crate, because he was so scared and he was alone in the car, so they got him out. One guy put him on his lap, which was quite cute, and so he fell asleep on the guy's lap. And the moment he got out, he was terrified of the guy again. That's the camera. Give me a moment, I just need to give him some more treat. So I have a box here. yeah, so he was completely scared of the guy. When we arrived to pick him up, he did not recognize my husband, which took a few hours, and he was like so contained that he actually realized he knows him. Yeah, and he was like, we couldn't touch him. He kind of like trusted me firstly because I think mainly he was with women, like his foster mom, obviously. So yeah, we introduced the boys, which went rather smoothly. But yeah, you could tell he was quite, you know, insecure. Like also inside the house, he wasn't potty trained yet. He started marking in the house, which was really annoying. But yeah, so this were like the first few days. He had like a row with like food. So Rambo got a bit insecure. So Rambo, I think I should mention this maybe. So we wouldn't have gotten another dog, and we also wouldn't have gotten another dog with like special needs. In case you don't know, this one is deaf, so he cannot hear. So yeah, we probably would not have gotten another rescue dog, and especially like not one with like special needs, if we wouldn't have had a dog who is a rescue too, but by now who's like completely trained. So he's like, if I could have dreamed of a dog, Rambo is way more than I would have ever imagined to dream of. So he is completely perfect, but he jumps on other people sometimes because he sometimes gets too excited. If we meet friends, he just can't contain himself. But apart from this, his recall is amazing. He is super respectful. He is perfectly socialized by now. He is, you know, just like such a lovely dog, who listens, who is obedient, who is very confident as well. So if I wouldn't have had this, probably we wouldn't have taken on this one. And it helps so much, because especially like the first 2 days were quite difficult for me to, you know, get my hand signs right, simply because I wasn't used to it. I mean, I would prime myself of using my hand signs, or like my hands more for talking with him. Yeah, so him and I, and well, basically everyone, we needed to learn a different language. Like basically learning sign language with a dog is the same as learning like any other commands, right? But I was just basically not yet really ready for it, I think, because I trained Rambo with so I trained Rambo with verbal commands, but also obviously we use hand signals, especially when I'm in a park or like in a field, and I want to, you know, tell Rambo we go this way. I use just hand signals to you know, command him in which direction we want to go. So we use this. We also use like this for sit, which is not the official like sign for sit, but we use this with Rambo, so we kept using this for Chalkie too. And yeah, that helped, I guess, but still it's obviously very different to have a dog who is deaf, who does not react to any verbal clues or any verbal commands, which also obviously was very different in how he is with us. So everyday life, he got spooked quite easily. He had to get used to our surroundings, you know, when we walked anywhere. Yeah, so we obviously needed to get used to this as well, which was also quite different for us, and it was a challenge for everyone involved. But yeah, by now he is doing great. Like still going outside is sometimes a bit difficult, but he is such a sweet dog. Like we already completely and utterly adore him, and he's been great with Rambo. Rambo's been great with him. If he panics outside, Rambo comes and comforts him, calms him down. You know, when they are like running off, and if I call Rambo back, he comes back immediately, which helps also obviously get him back. We have to take a lot of time to just sit and look at things. So he obviously heavily relies on other senses like sniffing, but mainly sight. So he's a sight hound type of dog. So they hunt by vision. So he obviously, you know, sees things and then takes a lot of of his environment in via his visual side. So and he's obviously a very different breed, very different type of dog than Rambo is. So there were different things. I think one thing I learned, well, not really learned, but I guess that just came to my mind, which is like really a good way to see things, is that he is firstly a dog, second his breed, you know, like he's a different breed than Rambo is, and then thirdly he is deaf, so it's just like a condition, you know, like he has 3 legs or he is whatever, right? So to just take the focus away from his deafness. We need to be aware of this, of course, obviously, but to not treat it as a problem, because it is not a problem. It's just because it's obviously just something. So the thing I just mentioned, the first of all, like a dog, then the breed, and then deafness is from Deaf Dogs Rock. So I think you ate it all, babe. So yeah, this is something I think is nice to keep in mind, because he's he's a dog. He has needs. He is a different breed. With it comes obviously different kind of like breed specific breed specific cars, I guess. So to just basically have this in mind. But then again, he's like his own individual. He's a cross. He's from the streets. He has a different past than maybe a puppy who has been domesticated. He has been from the streets. He is a rescue dog, right? So there's like so many things that we need to account for as well. And then there is deafness, but it's just like one thing to add on. In fact, I talked to quite a few other Wadi Dog moms, so other people who have rescued Wadi Dogs from Oman, and most of them are really, really scared. Most of them lack confidence, are really terrified to go outside, to be in the streets, even like scared of dogs. So he has already come so far within 3 weeks. What makes it easier and what is really helpful is the fact that he's really, really food driven. So this helps with the training. He already knew this signal, like which means thumbs up, well done, good boy, or any like this. So yeah, this made it already way easier. Also to have Rambo around, because he's already like way more ahead than some of the other Wadi dogs. Also, luckily, it seems he has not experienced like too much bad things in his early days. So I mean, there was once like when we had to leave him at the vet for a few hours, unfortunately, where he was completely frozen afterwards, and there was like this fear of being abandoned again, I guess. But the moment he sees us, he is happy, he's tail wagging, he gives loads of kisses, which is really sweet. Even when I wake him up, which is obviously very different when you have a deaf dog, when you have a hearing dog. He's just happy. He does not get scared or anything, which was one of my biggest fears, like how to wake him up to not like startle him. But yeah, he's doing great. He's really, really sweet boy, and he loves life. He's a very happy puppy. His tail is up most of the time already, which apparently was quite a new thing. He loves park walks. It's just like, getting into the park is a bit tricky. But he's fine in the car. He's great with Rambo. He's great with other dogs. He starts to trust people with other dogs a bit. If they have treats, it's easier. They're not allowed yet to touch him, but he at least gets close to see if they have food. These are like things that help us quite a lot, which just make it so much easier having a very food-driven dog, as you can see here. He's going for this sniffle mat. I seriously can only say, like, these mats are amazing. What we also started is doing a lot of enrichment games to just keep him interested, to keep him occupied, because you will see like loads of videos where he basically shreds boxes. And the only reason why my shoes, for example, in my background are still there is because I keep him distracted and give him things I want him to chew or that are okay for him to chew. Because if I don't, he picks things that he is interested in and that he thinks he can chew. So yeah, I'm probably will do some videos about like dog enrichment because I think it's a great thing to do. Also, Rambo loves enrichment games, and yeah, we will do a whole series about this. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know, Chalkie's here. He's happy, he's healthy, and he already has wrapped us around his little paws, which are actually not that little, and he is actually already bigger than Rambo. He has grown so much more since he's here too, so we'll see if we might have adopted a little horse. But yeah, so he's here, and from now on you will see him on more videos as well. And yeah, thank you for watching.